Hello there, yogis. So I'm Cathy, and I'm happy to be with you today, and I'm certainly missing my namaste home, but in the meantime, I'm happy to bring some home yoga videos to you. So this first one is going to be a focus on a morning routine. It's going to be relatively short, 15 or 20 minutes, and it's going to be mostly on the ground with some standing poses towards the end. Focus really just to get you out of bed in the morning. Maybe you won't have time throughout the day to do a full practice. And so this one's just a short one to get your day started. So thanks for joining me, and we'll go ahead and begin. So start in an easy seat. So you can be seated on your heels as I am, or you can come to an easy cross-legged position, Sukhasana, easy seat, legs just folded in front, whichever feels better for you. And then allow your eyes to close. Turn your palms up. And take a few easy, effortless breaths in and out. Just finding the natural pattern to the breath. Allow your face to soften, the corners of your eyes to soften. Feel any amount of letting go here. Begin to deepen the breath a little bit more, finding a more purposeful breath pattern. So deeper inhales, fuller, more complete exhales. Maybe even beginning to match the length of your exhale to the length of your inhale. With your next breath in, feel yourself sit a little taller, your spine lengthening, the crown floating. And with your next exhale, feel yourself settle into the earth a little bit more. The legs get grounded, shoulders soften down your back. Take an inhale right where you are, and then let your next exhale bring a little movement to the body by dropping the right ear to the right shoulder. And then as you inhale again, lift your head, and then exhale, drop left ear to left shoulder. And we'll just do that one more time. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Maybe a little deeper this time. Maybe left shoulder presses back a little bit. Inhale back to center. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Again, a little deeper this time. Inhale back to center. Inhale, neutral spine. Sit still. Allow yourself to be. If it's okay for you, continue to allow your eyes to be closed. If that feels agitating for you for some reason, just allow your eyes to softly open. With your next inhale, sweep both arms out enough. Reach up through your fingertips, spread the fingers wide, and then as you exhale, allow your right hand to drop down to the earth and the left arm to reach up and over, creating a little side stretch here. As you inhale, float both arms up, and then as you exhale, left hand comes down, right arm reaches over, little side stretch to your left. Inhale, float both arms up, and then as you exhale, bring hands together at heart center. Allow your thumb knuckles to rest right at heart center and bow your head in. So if you had opened your eyes, go ahead and let them softly close again. Allow yourself to just be here. Find your breath for one more moment. Inhale and exhale with ease. And then as you inhale again, release your hands, open your eyes. Good, and find your way to hands and knees on your mat. So make sure to line up your wrists right under your shoulders and your knees right under your hips. You can curl your toes or leave your toes uncurled, you choose. So we're going to send the right leg straight back behind us. Keep those toes touching the mat and curled under. Find a little fire in that right leg, stretching back through the right heel. Maybe connect a little more with your core by hugging the low belly up and in, sending the sit bones down. Go ahead and float that right leg a few inches off the ground, bring a little energy to that right foot, and then we're going to sweep the right foot across our body, touching it down on the outside of our left. Take a little peek back to that right foot that's now on the left. And then as you inhale, come back to center, float that right leg one more time, and then we'll release the right knee to the earth. Same thing, second side. We're going to send the left leg straight back, curl the toes under, a little fire up through that leg. Push back through the heel to get that nice big stretch. And again, maybe connect a little more with the core, hug the low belly up and in. Arms are strong, fingers spread. We'll float that left leg a few inches off the ground and then send it over to the right. We'll take a peek back at our toes, a little C curve of the spine, a little kidney squeeze. And then inhale, float that left leg up. Exhale, release that left knee. So we're going to drop down onto both forearms now. So now we're on knees and forearms. So go ahead and turn your palms up and feel yourself be just a little more receptive here. Just soft hands, soft palms, soft fingers. We're going to take a modified cat-cow here with some differences. So as you inhale, we're going to pull the heart a little bit towards our open palms, very receptive, very open. And then as you exhale, we're going to kind of arch the spine. We're going to bring the hands together, palms closing, bow the head. And then again, as you inhale, draw your heart forward, open your palms. As you exhale, arch the spine, tuck in, close the palms. And again, inhale, open palms, open heart. Exhale, close your palms, tuck in. One more time, just like that. Inhale, open. And exhale, close. Empty out the breath. And as you inhale again, find your way to neutral spine. We're going to come back up to hands and knees. Walk the hands forward just a little bit. Let your hips shift forward just a little bit. And then as you exhale, we're going to lower knees, chest, chin. And then inhale again, all the way to the belly, lengthen out through the legs. Reach your toes away from you. In fact, lift your right leg and really reach your right toes away from you. And then release. Lift your left leg and really reach the toes away from you. And then release. Make sure those hands are planted under your shoulders or next to your chest. Hug the elbows in. Press down into the feet. Rise to cobra pose. A little heart lift. Exhale, come right back down. Inhale again, lift and open. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale, lift and open. This time hold. Hold your cobra, open your heart a little bit, settle into it. And then we're going to take a little peek to the right, just over the right shoulder. And then we'll come back to center, a little peek to the left. Over the left shoulder, okay, back to center. Exhale, release, all the way back to the earth. Take a moment here and just settle onto the earth. Let your forehead touch the mat. Let your arms rest at your sides, maybe. Allow yourself to really feel grounded here. So as you inhale again, lift the head. Place those hands under your shoulders again, curl your toes under, press yourself to hands and knees, and then we're going to go back to child's pose. Shifting the hips and the sit bones back, releasing the head towards the earth, letting the arms be soft. Allow yourself to settle in a little bit here. Reconnecting with the breath in these moments of stillness. So with your inhale, begin to lift yourself back to hands and knees. We're going to curl our toes under, look to our hands, and just gently step our right foot forward. So make some adjustments here. Maybe scooch the right foot forward a little bit so that as we settle into this low lunge, we can keep the knee stacked over the ankle. If you feel like you have space in your back hip to go deeper, you can wiggle that left knee back a little bit and then release it to the earth. See if you can get a little more lifted here by maybe coming up to fingertips, maybe opening the heart, rolling the shoulders open. We'll settle for a breath or two in this low lunge. And then with your next exhale, we're going to shift our hips back into our half Hanuman. Lifting the toes, maybe spreading the toes. And then with an inhale, we'll settle back into our low lunge. So just moving a little bit with the breath. Inhale here. And then exhale, we'll send it back, half Hanuman. Good again. Inhale, shift the hips forward. And last time, exhale, shift back, half Hanuman. This time, let's stay. Just take a little extra bow towards that right leg. Maybe even tucking the chin a little bit, feeling that nice big stretch through the back of the right leg, all the way up through the spine, the neck, through the back of our head. With your next inhale, come back into your lunge. Make sure that left hand is really planted on the earth, and let's come into a twist on the right side. So pop your hand up on your right thigh and take a little twist to the right. Little peek over your right shoulder. Use your hand on your thigh, give yourself a little leverage, deepen the twist. As you inhale, come out of the twist, exhale and settle in. We're going to let the hips shift back a little bit, tuck that right knee in where it was. So we're now on hands and knees. Once again, walk your hands forward a little bit. Let your hips shift forward. We're going to release down, knees, chest, chin, all the way to the belly. Lengthen out through the toes, through the legs. Plant those hands, hug those elbows. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, last time, cobra. Little peek to the right. Maybe bring a smile to the face, turn up the corners of your mouth, little peek to the left. Back to center. With your exhale, come back to the earth. Press yourself back to hands and knees. And once again, child's pose. Take a few easy breaths here in child's pose. With your next inhale, shift yourself up forward. Find your way, hands and knees once again. And so this time we're going to step our left foot forward towards our hands. We'll settle into that back hip and then make some adjustments. So if your left foot needs to scooch forward a little bit to make sure that the knee stacks over the ankle, make those adjustments. And then create space where you can. So instead of being kind of hunkered down and low, try to find a lift. So come up to fingertips, try to create space through the chest, through the front torso, through the throat, the face. Just soften into this nice big hip stretch. Good, so we'll inhale where we are, and then as we exhale, we're going to take it back into that half Hanuman, shifting the hips back, extending that front leg. And moving with the breath, we'll inhale forward, and then we'll exhale back. And then we'll inhale forward. And last time we're going to go back to half Hanuman and stay this time. So bring a little more into this pose if you want by flexing the foot, spreading the toes, and then maybe taking that little bow. Even feeling of the chin sort of tuck in. And as you inhale, come back into that low lunge. Make sure that right hand is nice and grounded, nice and steady. We'll bring the left hand to the left thigh and take that twist. A little peek to the left. Use that hand on the thigh for leverage. Deepen the twist. As you inhale, come out of the twist. And as you exhale, bring that left knee back to hands and knees. We'll walk our hands forward, shift our hips forward, lower down, knees, chest, chin, all the way to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. And then for our third back bend, we're going to come into Sphinx pose this time. So slide your forearms forward. Make sure that you do your best to line up your elbows under your shoulders. So again, we're stacking joints here. Forearms are parallel to one another, fingers are spread wide, legs are active. So uncurl the toes and press down into the tops of your feet. Feel your sit bones draw towards your heels and activate your thighs, pressing down into the pubic bone, pulling the ribs forward. Feel the heart float a little bit. The shoulder blades glide down the back, kind of pressing the heart forward. Give a little smile through the collarbones. Maybe close your eyes here if that feels okay for you. Soften the brow. As you exhale next, draw your right ear to your right shoulder. Give just a little press back through your left shoulder. Create some more space for the left side of your neck and chest. Couple breaths here, nice and easy. Inhale, find neutral spine, and then exhale, left ear to left shoulder. And again, maybe press that right shoulder back, just creating a little bit more space. Send the breath where it needs to be. Inhale, come back to center. And then as we exhale, we're going to create a little pillow for our forehead. Let the elbows go wide. Drop the forehead to your pillow. So go ahead and bend your knees. And we'll just windshield wiper the legs right to left. Just a few times through. Giving a little release to that low back. Go ahead and release your toes behind you. Slide your hands next to your chest. Press yourself to hands and knees. And then once again back to child's pose. So just a few easy breaths in your child's pose. As you inhale, shift your weight. Find your way to hands and knees once again. And so really make sure that you're lining up here. So we're going to just, heat up the core a little bit. So plant those hands, spread those fingers. Feel the muscles around the arm bones really fire up. Curl your toes under. Give a little squeeze to the inner thighs as if there's a block or a tennis ball between the thighs that you're squeezing in. Hollow the low belly up and in a little bit. And then with those toes curled under, we're just going to float the knees off the mat a couple inches. So hold here, and you may only hold a breath and then release. You may be able to hold or want to hold a few breaths. And then whether you've dropped your knees or are still holding your knees, We're going to make our way back into down dog. Press into your hands, lift the hips. And then when you can't press back anymore, start to straighten the legs. You might need to give yourself a little more space. Walk your hands forward a little bit or your feet back a little bit. And then just take a few breaths here in your down dog, really pedaling out your dog. So really float one heel as the other heel draws down, vice versa. And then when you're ready, we're going to bend both knees, look to our hands, and begin to walk ourselves forward, all the way up into our forward fold, Uttanasana. Be soft in the knees and just allow yourself to bow forward. Let your head go. Come back to the breath. Feel your feet really ground down into the earth, and when you're ready, rise to stand, sweeping your arms out and up. As you exhale, bring hands to heart. Find a spot right in front of you that you can just gaze softly at. Let your thumb knuckles rest right at your heart. Feel both feet on the earth, shoulders softening down your back. Begin to let the weight shift into your left foot, and we're just going to roll off the right heel into the right tippy toes. Draw the low belly up and in a little bit to support you here. And then we'll pivot those right toes out to the right, letting our right heel drop onto our left inner ankle, taking our Vrikshasana tree pose with a kickstand. So the left leg is strong, but the knee is not locked. So there's a little bend to that left knee too. So stay for a moment here in your balancing pose. So if you want to go deeper into tree, you can slide that right foot up to the inner calf. You don't have to, but you can if you want. You can also use your right hand to guide that right foot up to the inner thigh for tree pose. So all three versions of tree are perfect. Steadying the breath, let the gaze be still. As you exhale, begin to release that right foot back to the earth. And as you do so, we're going to bend both knees and drop into our chair pose, Utkatasana. Take an inhale here, hands at heart, and then as you exhale, sweep the arms back and feel your weight shift back into your heels. And then as you inhale, rise to stand. Reach up, look up, and then exhale, draw hands to your heart. Both feet on the earth. Again, find that spot. Just gaze softly. Beginning to shift the weight into the right foot, rolling off the left heel to just the tippy toes. Just noticing how that changes the stability of the body a little bit. And then we'll kickstand that left foot to start. And again, that right leg is strong and stable, but the right knee is just slightly bent. Hands right at heart. Eyes are soft, brow is smooth, breath is steady. And so you may choose to adjust your tree. So maybe that left foot slides up to the calf. Or maybe you guide the left foot up to the inner right thigh and stay there. Wherever you end up in your tree, just be okay with it. Just allow yourself to settle in. It might be a wobbly morning, and so maybe you come out of tree and come back into tree. Always have the opportunity to come back in. And so as you exhale, we'll release that left foot. Both feet grounded, sit low, chair pose. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, again, sweep the arms back, rock the weight back a little bit, and then inhale, rise to stand. As you exhale, bring hands to heart. Settle in. This time, close your eyes and bow your head. Take a moment to just notice what's inside. Maybe feel and set an intention for your day. Letting that intention stay right there in your heart space with you throughout your day. Allow your eyes to remain closed, but with your next breath in, release your arms at your sides. Turn your palms forward and really spread the fingers. Any amount more, lift your heart. Turn your head up a little bit. Open your throat. Allow yourself to feel gratitude here. Gratitude for your health, gratitude for your life, gratitude for your practice. One more full breath in and exhale. Open your eyes and enjoy your day. Thank you for practicing with me this morning. Namaste.